Hey, check this out. We're in Utah. We're going to Valley of the Gods. Hi, it's another wonderful day in southern Utah. Today we're visiting Valley of the Gods. Just amazing place to visit. A little bit north of Monument Valley, and it's all free. So we entered from Highway 163 out here, and this is Valley of the Gods Road, gravel road. Today I'm going to take you on a tour. We're going to look at all these beautiful monuments and tell you how they're formed and what their names are and all sorts of other goodies. This monument right up here is called Seven Sailors. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyway, they're on top there. It's 4,860 feet above sea level and 400 feet above the little surrounding terrain. And this valley floor is called the Honaker Trail Formation. And the bottom layer of our Seven Sailors is called the Gaulle Formation. That erodes away rather easily. And the upper layer, that's our Cedar Mesa sandstone, a little bit harder. It's the remains of an ancient coastal sand dunes deposited here like 300 million years ago. That's pretty neat. Seven Sailors right up there. Just to the north of Seven Sailors, this giant monument, that's called Setting Hen Butte. Also called the Anvil by rock climbers. It's 5,550 feet above sea level. That guy's ginormous there. Anyway, that's the Cedar Mesa sandstone. Really hard on top. That's like 300 million years ago. The lower level is the same. Gaulle. That's mostly silty sandstone and limestone down there. And then the runoff, it drains down seasonally down here. A place called Lime Creek. Right there, you see that? That's along the floor of the valley. And it floods out south to the San Juan River over by Mexican Hat. So we're going to head up our little gravel road here to the north and check out all these beautiful monuments along the way and see what other cool stuff we could find out here in Valley of the Gods. So we head up the road about a mile from Setting Hen Butte. We're going to go left up here to check out that Rooster out there. This guy here is called Locomotive Butte. We'll take a closer look at him a little bit later, but first we're headed down this dirt road here. Maybe, and it's going to veer off to the right.
Maybe.
Fantastic. Right up there, that's Locomotive Butte. It's this little rocky bump here. Oh my goodness. Nah, we're going to stop. We're going to go down there. You like working with my car, don't you?
Yeah. If you have clearance.
Boy. All right. We'll see what happens at this wash here. All right. So we decided to park and walk. Here's the road. Here it goes through this little wash. The tricky part is kind of these bumps here. See, right up here, we could have made that probably, but we're just going to take it safe and walk down and check out these great monuments we have here. It's beautiful. See all that yellow, shiny stuff? That's our snakeweed broom. Right here, all the black stuff, that's the black bush. So looking south, way down there, out there, that's Monument Valley. Down there, we're going there tomorrow. We'll see the Little Mitten and the Big Mitten and John Wayne, John Ford, and all sorts of cool stuff. But that's tomorrow on Navajo country. See the road. You can make it if you have a really nice high clearance 4-wheel drive truck. Hey, we got a little desert beetle we found right here. There we go. And a big fly too. There's a desert beetle. It's one of our darkling beetles we find all up and down the west and the northwest. I think he's a Philodithus sorditus. Oh, we got a spider right in there. Maybe that's one of our tarantulas. We live out here. And these holes you see, most of them are from kangaroo rats, and they come mob your campsite at night. This is, of course, Locomotive Butte. Here we go. I got it out of the sun. Right behind the tip there. It's supposed to look like a locomotive. Here's the back, and maybe that's the smokestack here. And it heads this direction. It's supposed to look like a locomotive. I'm not really sure. He's pretty neat. Hey, we got a alien desert trumpet. This little fellow, call a bottle stopper. He's got the big bulb. He's all dried up after summer. He's an Erigonum, so Erigonum inflatum. His bottle stopper. Big bottle right there, and this comes up higher. Little flowers, but they're all gone on this guy. We got a few more down here. This is a very nice flowering snakeweed, our broom snakeweed. Beautiful flowers on top there. Nice glaucous color, and this is our Mormon tea right here, and you can see this is an ephedra. Ephedra make like norepinephrine, so you make a tea out of this guy. You can get rid of your headache. You can tell he's got these segments here on the stems. That makes him our Mormon tea. That guy is a black brush right there, and there, and there. They get all black when it rains. Out here, we're going to take a look at Rooster. We'll go around the road and take another look, but here we got Rooster Butte. Right here. He's pretty neat. Anyway, locals, the rock climbers, they call it Petard Tower. And prairie dog on a mound. So he looks like maybe a prairie dog up there. Anyway, he stands like 360 feet above the floor there of the valley. And the summit, that was reached by rock climbers in 1977. Anyway, the top there, that's our Cedar Mesa, of course. And it doesn't erode away. And down here, all that limestone, siltstone, sandstone, it all kind of corrodes away over 300 million years. Wow. Next to this little Mormon tea, this one here, he's a Artemisia bigelovii. Also called a Bigelow sagebrush, or a flat sagebrush. It's got this glaucous color all over him. You find him all over southwestern United States, up here in Utah as well. He's a really low-grown shrub. He gets, I don't know, about 2 feet high, just about, and all these slender curving branches, and they get real brittle. Right here, see, it's snap them off. Gets real brittle. Little kind of, I don't know, lance-shaped, tiny little glaucous-colored leaves, and then his trunk or stem comes out, and it's all twisty and tangly, and it's kind of. So we came from way over there and walked up here, but if you want a little easier way to get here, there's a road. Heads up around Valley of the Gods Road, you hang a left, and these guys actually camped here. And the road continues down this way. Not sure how far it goes. I think it stops right about there. Out here, that's that Lime Creek. Right there is Lime Creek. That heads down to San Juan River. That heads further down to like Grants, New Mexico, and Route 66. This here is Franklin Butte. I guess it's supposed to look like a guy. He's looking this way, his nose up there. Maybe that's Franklin Roosevelt. Not so sure. So we're at 5,179 feet above sea level. And this sky is 359 feet above the valley floor. So the rock climbers, they call it Sitting Hen, but don't mix it up with our Sitting Hen way down there. That guy's called Sitting Hen too. He's the real Sitting Hen. Over by Seven Sailors. So back to our Franklin right here. Now he's got that same hard cedar mesa sandstone on top and the softer sandstone and limestone on the bottom there, and then it gets all oxygenated and rusts and gives us that red color. Here we got a giant chunk of sandstone right here. Oh my. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm going to take this home and sell it. Isn't that great? Oh my goodness. You find big chunks and mostly little chunks out here. This guy. Put him back. Here we're leaving now, but I'll show you what the road looks like here on the way out. See, it's pretty dippy right there. We make it pretty good. And here's another dip. And this road takes you out to Valley of the Gods Road. We're going to head around that all the way around the bend out here. Here we are. We're going around Locomotive Butte. We got some beautiful monuments way out there too. There we go. That's Locomotive. Here. Hey, check out that giant boulder that's ready to fall down. Oh boy, we got a whole bunch of cars coming, so
not a Jeep.
It's going to get real crowded this week, I think. Up here, this one doesn't have a name, but we're going to call it Stagecoach. See on the left, way up top, those are the horses, and they're pulling the stagecoach, and John Wayne right in the back. Here we got these great mesas way in the distance, and this little turnout is called Battleship Rock Viewpoint Turnout. And this is Battleship Rock. That's pretty amazing. It's 522 feet above the terrain. You could probably climb that. It's supposed to look like a battleship. I'm not really sure how to get that perspective. Now this one looks like a big train. Locomotive in front here, pulling everything out there. The Polar Express. And this one here, that looks like Chinaman's Hat out in Oahu on the east shore. We're going to head this way to the castle. Here we're at the north end of the road. This is our Lime Creek. You can see the top layer here. Out that's Battleship Rock, and there's Locomotive. This guy here is called Castle Butte. Isn't that a beaut? You see different angles from the north and from the south. We're looking northeast right here. Also called the Eagle Plume Tower. Reaches 600 feet above the ground level here. It was first climbed in 1976. We got this different plants here growing. The closer you get down to the creek here. And this guy right there, that's a juniper. He's called Juniperus monosperma. He's a single seed juniper. He's real popular, not so much in the canyon here, but right outside you find him all over the place. Juniperus monosperma. Out here, that guy, he's called Charles de Gaulle and his troops. It's 5,440 feet above sea level, and the whole summit is 540 feet from the base. There's Charles de Gaulle. He's supposed to be up front there, and his soldiers kind of behind him. And that was first ascended in 1974. It's a class 5.11 climbing rating. It's called a serendipity climb. Anyway, to the south is another little monument. You can't really see it, but it's called the Arrowhead Spire. Anyway, there you see, there you go. That's Arrowhead Spire. Right there, you can climb that too. It's a little more difficult. Holy smokes. And here's another little wash. It's all silty and sandy, so be careful with your non-four-wheel drives. That's beautiful monuments. Wow, check out those guys way up there. we have one more peak to look at, one more Butte. This is on the southwest side of the whole park. And way out there, this beautiful monument, that is Lady in the Bathtub. It's going to be our last major Butte, our pinnacle we're going to find. She sits about 452 feet above the base there, our wiggly camera. And she was first ascended in 1978. That's not too long ago. You climb all the way up to the very top. Isn't that beautiful? Lady in the Bathtub. And there's the lady right there. And there's our bathtub. So we're going to head down further down the dirt road. I think it's about another 8 miles till we get to Highway 261 and the B&B, Valley of the Gods B&B. And we'll head down towards Mexican Hat and go back to our campground. Anyway, one last look at our beautiful valley here. All these great monuments. Oh, and Uncle Casey the driver. Anyway, out here, another view of our monuments out here. That's Locomotive. And that is Franklin. And here we have the Rooster and Battleship Rock and all the other cool sites. And this is our last and final spot. This is the Valley of the Gods bed and breakfast. You stay here to enjoy the great views and the rugged landscape of this wonderful valley. And you can hike and climb and bike and horseback ride. Built in 1933, little historic stone ranch. Great views of Valley of the Gods. Way up here, and there's 3 rooms in the main house and another room in a detached building. You can rent that for your bed and breakfast. It's the only home in this whole 350,000 square acre public land area. Got the stone walls and the beams and solar and wind power. And a 75-foot porch right in front. You can sit and enjoy a glass of wine. Little fireplace, outdoor grilling, and immense room. You can share all your favorite stories out here. And the singles as low as $150 per night. Double occupancy, that's $200. Or you can just camp in the dirt like we did out here in this wonderful Valley of the Gods. And thank you for driving. Thank you for hanging out with us. And thanks for watching my video. Have a great day. Bye.